It's not the first legal challenge Proposition 50 has faced, but the big question is, now that voters have made their decision, what does this all mean for the outcome of the election?
But it was not just a victory tonight for the Democratic Party, it was a victory for the United States of America.
Hours after Governor Gavin Newsom's victory speech, the fate of Proposition 50 is unclear. On Wednesday morning, the California Republican Party announced a lawsuit with one goal: to do away with the newly drawn congressional maps.
The question before the courts will be, which maps are the voters going to be voting on in 2026?
The lawsuit alleges the redrawn maps, in the attempt to give Democrats a 5-seat advantage, gerrymander by race, favoring Hispanic and Latino voters. The attorneys say this is a violation of the Voting Rights Act, which allows for race-based redistricting only when
that there is a problem of racism, that there's a problem that the majority is preventing the minority from being elected.
Mark Moiser says that problem doesn't exist in California. Political data expert Paul Mitchell spearheaded redrawing the maps.
It's one thing to challenge a redistricting plan and say this plan was passed in the dead of night. In this case, you have a redistricting map that was voted on by the public.
Mitchell declined to address specifics of the lawsuit, but says his focus was
the goal of pushing back on Texas. No more, no less. That partisan goal is what drove our districting process.
Legislative analyst Chris McKaylee agrees, saying there are multiple studies that show the new maps don't change racial representation.
Don't favor a particular minority group of voters. And so I think they've got a high hurdle to overcome.
The stakes are high.
If the federal courts were to strike down Prop 50, then yes, that effort would be for naught.
The attorneys say they're pushing for a decision to be made by the 2026 candidate filing period, which starts next month. And today, another group filed a ballot initiative to get the Independent Redistricting Commission's maps reinstated for the 2028 election. If they get enough signatures, that measure will be on the November 2026 ballot for voters to weigh in on. At the state capitol, Jenny Huh, CBS 8.